Thanks for connecting. And if you like what you hear, please share.
Russ, first off, I have to give honor where honor is due. God is very, very good.
Amen.
He has given me some brilliant ideas, and I've got to run with them. The first one is so for over 30 years, I was in education. I was a coach. I coached basketball and football, and there's been a lot of journeys and a lot of things, losses and wins, and a lot of things that have happened along the way. And you'll have to get the book because there's so much good stuff.
Do you want to know how amazing people connect? Well, you're in the right place. Welcome to Marketing with Russ, aka #Russ Selfie. Today's episode brought to you by the Lebanon Chamber of Commerce, doing business the right way, and Unbeatable by Nancy West. Great devotions to spark your potential. Hello everybody and welcome to another episode of Marketing with Russ, aka #Russ Selfie. So glad to have you all here today. And you know what? I'm really excited. Actually, he's cracking me up right now as I'm speaking, but I'm really excited about my guest today, Coach David Verdu. Coach, how's it going?
Hey, man. Russ, what are you doing, buddy? You know what's happening is when other people are talking, I'm listening to music in my head.
Well, we have that in common.
Yeah.
I walk around with music in my head all day long. So, hey, we're going to jump into all that you've got going and the cool, amazing stuff you have happening and the crazy fun person that you are. But before we do that, I'm just going to remind everybody that I'm Russ Hedge. I'm an inspiration specialist. I'm a coach, motivational speaker. I love to connect with people. Coach will tell you that. And I can just be there to connect with you by going to russhedge.com. You can just go to one simple spot, russhedge.com. It's got all the links to my social media, email, phone number. You can even schedule time to chat right with me here on Zoom. And I would love to get to know you better. So go to russhedge.com. Also, just want to remind you that I'm the author of Befuddled, Live the Life You Choose, which is a fun, encouraging book that you need to pick up on Amazon or any online bookseller. I would love for you to do that. I'd love to encourage you through that book. And also, besides having Marketing with Russ, aka #Russ Selfie that you're watching, also have a new live show called The Experience, live with Russ and Scott. It's every Wednesday morning at 7 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. And so Wednesday every week, you can tune in to see amazing guests. And I'm sure we'll have Coach on there at some point and just talk live. It's so much fun. And live streaming has just been a great way to connect with people. So we are all about how amazing people connect. And without further ado, I'm going to go right to one of those amazing connectors, Coach David Verdu. Take it away. Tell us about yourself.
Hey, man. Thanks, Russ. Listen, everything that Russ just said it's an absolute truth. When he says, dude, I want to meet you, he really is sincere. I encourage you to go check out his information. He really is a cool guy. Oh, man. Russ. First off, I have to give honor where honor is due. God is very, very good. Amen. He has given me some brilliant ideas, and I've got to run with them. The first one is so for over 30 years, I was in education. I was a coach. I coached basketball and football, and there's been a lot of journeys and a lot of things, losses and wins, and a lot of things that have happened along the way. And you'll have to get the book because there's so much good stuff. But during the educational time and during the things that I learned, it was about 10 years ago that I had an opportunity to do a high school assembly, and I had an idea, And I did it, and it was awesome. Like, the guy said, dude, do you do this all over the country? I went, yeah. And it just happened, man. I don't know. It just happened. It went from one school to another school, and from Colorado, it bounced over into Texas, and Texas into Arkansas, Arkansas into Oklahoma, Oklahoma back into Texas, and Colorado, now California, Oregon, up in Oswego. Isn't that's how you say it? Yeah, Oswego. We're going to go to Oswego, Oregon, and into the Portland area. And so we go into schools and we share the goodness of character. We put it on steroids and to a concert, and the kids get it. So if you can get a kid to understand that homework is not punishment, but homework is a pattern or an obligation for you to finish the thing that is put before you, just like a work project or whatever it might be. I get it. I get that there's a lot of homework, but you're in a lot of learning stage. I don't know what else to say. We've all done it. Now, listen, if I could do it, now hear me. If I could do it, you can do it. Because I get it. I R2-1. I have ADD in most of the alphabet. So when you have that, you have to learn how to deal. And sometimes being younger, it's very difficult. So we go into schools and we teach SUSO. Stand up, stand out for yourselves, for your friends. And we teach them and train them how to work together, how to see past yourself and do the think program. Is it true? Is it helpful? Is it inspiring? Is it necessary? And is it kind? Those are the things that you can speak, say, and do, then do it. You shouldn't be in any trouble. It's the truth. Think pattern, right? And so with that, COVID hit, and we had to rethink some things. And a school called me that was upset from Eureka saying, Coachy, our kids are so upset they didn't get to see you this year. Would you mind sending us like a 10-minute video? Ding, ding, light bulb, ding, flashlight. So I did this little rinky-dinky slapstick video for the kids in front of a green screen. And I put some music to it, and I did it myself. It was not even that good. And they loved it. And they got the idea to, okay, if I could do this amazingly with professional help, I'm going to do K through 5th grade and do the whole think program and do assembly and do what does SUSO mean and what does it mean to open up a door and what does it look like to do your homework and what does it look like to ask for help. So I have all these videos now that are right at their hand, right at their fingertip. So instead of one school a day, I'm in 1,500.
And that is amazing. That is one of the most amazing things of this time is being able to reach out to more people. I mean, really, during COVID, there's been so many positive things that have come from it. And what you're explaining is one of them. And, you know, having some great tools for kids and some general kindness and just some civility starting out when they're young. I think what's the positive attitude you have and really getting through to those kids on, you know, just a really positive level. I just think that's amazing.
I'm so excited, and it's just so friendly. It's usable. Homeschools can use it, so any schools, any homes. So if you got young kids right now, it's simple. You just go to our website and click on the sign up, and you sign up for a free sample pack. Make sure you like it. Make sure it's what you think it might be and all that it is. And then if you like it, for a Big Mac and 2 large fries, there you go. You have it for a month. I'm just saying. I mean,
Yeah.
it's inexpensive. It really boils down to do you want to learn? Do you want to teach yourself? Do you want to make sure that your children are watching something that are appropriate that actually teaches them to do something that is going to make them a champion instead of a quick, fun, silly cartoon that takes a fake rubber hammer and they pop it over each other's heads, you know? So, anyways, we're just trying to do our part. We're a small part, but we want to be eventually everything and anything that we can be to help with our schools and society and just be part of this community is an awesome thing.
Yeah, and I think you're really teaching kids that it's important to be significant in all they're doing. A lot of times we press the, in coaching and in athletics, the success and winning is, it's all about that sometimes and not about being significant and actually making contributions and everybody doing their part. Because not everybody always wins. Not everybody always has the height of success that others have, but we can all be significant. We can all do our part and we can all keep a positive attitude and be kind to each other. And I think, you're teaching them those things.
I liken it to this. Um, you go to a basketball tournament, you walk inside the gym with your basketball team, and a lot of times these places have what they call the trophy room. You can go look at what you're going to win. I tell my team, do not go in there. You haven't even earned it.
Right.
You don't even get to know what it looks like. Here's what we do with we show everybody the reward, we show everybody the prize, we show everybody all that, and they skip ahead and say, I want my trophy. I want my you didn't practice, you didn't put on, you didn't wake up, you didn't do. See, there needs to be an activity involved in order to win something. I think you can win. Even if you it's going to be tough for some people. When you're in a younger league and your stuff doesn't go in the newspaper and no one's gambling on your game, there's always something that you can win at.
Right. Yeah.
You understand that you went 12 for 12 from the free throw line. So now I know we lost by 4, but you did your part.
Right.
We lost as a team. Understand that you're now shooting from the free throw line instead of 39.7. You told me you wanted a goal to get to 45%. Boom, you did it.
That's right. Well,
looking at things, but you gotta work for it. Nothing's coming to you anymore. You gotta work, think, to get to where you need to be. And I know that there's great prizes, but by golly, let's start showing the kids that they're earned. Earn them.
right.
Get on the treadmill. Work. Get it done. The reward will be there, but you got to work. And I like what she said. Not everyone's going to win, but you can if you work. Keep going. Never quit.
Yep.
Go. You'll win. You'll get a prize. I promise.
Yeah, and it's just one step at a time. I mean, we are all on a journey and we're all improving and we're all going to fail along the way, but we can all be successful through being significant in all that we're doing and learning. And you're like you said, it's so true. We got to work at it. Life doesn't just come to us. We choose what we want, then we have to go after it. And like I say in my book, you can live the life you choose, but you have to go after it once you choose that. You don't just sit there and say, oh, this is what I want, and it just falls in your lap. That's not what happens. And so you have obviously learned that over your many years of coaching and all the things you've done. And so it's amazing that you're imparting that to the younger generation today.
It's fun, you know what? And the cool thing with our younger generation is I learn things from them as well. I'm learning that through their music and through what they're writing in their blogs, in their poems or books or whatever they are for that generation, that there's a cry There's a cry for authority, meaning who's going to tell me? Who's going to tell me that there's a wall ahead of me and I'm driving too fast?
Right.
Or who's going to, because no one has. We just say that, oh, leave them alone. Apparently, that's the entitlement generation. I don't believe that they're really thinking that they're entitled. However, we're losing track of training our students, training our kids. We've put it on teachers, we've put it on pastors, we've put it on counselors, and the parents aren't taking the responsibility.
Yeah.
And so it's a very, very hard task. And so let's do our part. Let's do everything that we can to move them forward. So yes, these students are 100% amazing, 100% active. And active, I mean everything.
Mm-hmm.
They know, they're engaged. And a lot of it is engagement because of social media and things that we let them and have allowed them to have, that they're just not mature enough.
Right.
They're just not. And those are the things that you get in trouble with. And so keep moving, keep shaking, keep teaching, keep training. And we can turn this thing around, as a matter of fact. And we're going to use the same generation that, listen, they didn't start it. That we're just going to use that generation that's in it right now to change the dynamics of the future.
Yeah, and I think that's so true. I mean, really, it's by, like you said, it's by our example. We're not only teaching them, we're showing them. And I think when we, kids are crying out. The younger generation is crying out for boundaries and borders and guidance, and they haven't been getting that. And I think through the things that you're teaching, showing them that they can really make a difference, showing them through the little hard work, it's amazing what you can do. And then you showing them through your example, I think is so great. And so, Coach, we could talk forever, but my podcast time, believe it or not, is already up. So I want to make sure that people can touch base with you and get in contact with you to learn more. So how do we get in touch with you?
Yes, sir. Well, listen, on all the social media platforms, it's Way Beyond Measure. So those 3 words, Way Beyond Measure, is Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, all the social media, WayBeyondMeasure.com. Don't forget, sign up for that free sample pack for your students or for your kids. If you have grandkids, if you have little dudes. I mean, they said that there was a couple students or kids at like 3 years old, which is less than K, is pre-K, that were watching my program and dancing and doing, and they did the activity because it's reaching people. It's awesome, Russ. And so just so thankful for what's happening. Check us out at WayBeyondMeasure.com. Call me, let me know what you need and how you need it, and we'll be there for you to reach any of your students, families, or your community. Thank you so much, Russ. You are the bomb diggity dig dig.
Hey, I appreciate you so much. And we are so thankful for all of you that are watching today. We know that your time is valuable, and we wanted to add value to that today. And I think Coach has definitely done that. And we're going to link to all that in the show notes so you can get directly in contact with him. And I just want to thank you again for spending some time with us. And until we see you again, have a great day and a great life. See you later.
Yes. See you guys.
Thanks for joining us for this week's episode of Marketing with Russ, aka #RussSelfie. Be sure to subscribe in your favorite podcast app so that you don't miss a single episode. Have an amazing day.